put Crisco on your back, and it would be like, wow. I remember one time my friend and I, now, there was this beautiful girl. She was named, what was her name? I forget. Yeah, Crisco. And she came over to our house. My friend Barry and I were living in an apartment, and it was just great. It was out in Vancouver back in the day, right? Back in the day when we were all kids and nothing mattered, right? And we would, I went up on the roof. See, I've always been a man with, you know, an idea to try and sort of, you know, do something stupid with my time, you know, I mean, like take a camera and do something with it, right? We used to record comedy tapes back in the day too, you know. It was quite fascinating, all the things we did. In fact, I've got some of those tapes, so I'll bring them in. But I went up on the roof, and I took a picture of my friend and my two friends laying there on the, you know, suntanning, pouring Crisco on each other, you know. It's an amazing change in times now. Back in the day, right? It's not every day that, you know, someone comes over, ends up staying all day, laying on the grass. You go up on the roof and take a picture of them. You know how things change? We had our friend over from Florida the other day, and the kids were out back. We've got 3 kids, but only 2 of them were there. And her 2 kids were there. And the kids went out back, right? The adults, you know, stayed inside, had some wine, whatever, sit and talk, you know. But the kids were outside playing murder ball, you know what I mean? They just met each other like 20 minutes ago, and they're throwing balls at each other's heads and running around, like the freedom and the naivety of childhood, you know. I mean, it's like you're free to do what we get so restricted, you know. Why weren't we out throwing balls at each other and laughing and running around, you know what I mean? And have the vine, you know what I mean? But, you know, people change, things happen. TechFreak says, I wonder if I would be the only American on TDTV. You would. And it's a simple TechFreak, well, you would for now, right? Other people could join in, and hopefully they will. People, I'm as serious as a heart attack. I'm as serious as a heart attack. If you would like to do this, contact us, and it's no problem. Bob is your uncle, as they say. Do they say that in America? Bob's your uncle? I don't really think so. TechFreak, do they say that? I would be the only European. Obedon would be the only European. That's right, people. So, you know, and what we will do by doing this, we will all have the benefit of each other's viewership and of each other's input, and we'll be able to watch each other's shows and bounce more information off. We'll be able to interlace concepts together and be able to broaden our impact and also broaden our own perspective, because I find it's all about perspective. You know what I mean? Slap me on the ass if you want to, but I think that yeah, no, Bob your uncle is a Canadian-British thing, right? So Bob is not your uncle, TechFreak, diddly ding. This is Dan, but you know what I mean. So you know, do it if you're interested, even if you're thinking about it, or if you're bloody thinking about it, right? Just cue in, contact us, and we'll be here for you, and we'll have it. We'll talk. You know, I want to see Talking Dog TV, but 50 shows. I want to do it, you know. Because it's like I said, if it's something you're interested in doing, then you've already got a built-in, you know, site where you can post, and they'll do the legwork. And you know, it's not like it's a lot of legwork really. It's just you post it and diddly ding, we do some work on our end, and you know, it's just wonderful. Now, just think what you talk about. Here's the thing, guys. Is back to the idea of getting ready for everybody. Here's the thing. Everybody's you know, video, everybody's show is basically as cool or non-cool as the other show. It really is. Trust me on this, because it takes all kinds to make the world go round. Like, spank me on my rear end if I'm lying. I'm not lying. I love that. But anyway, the thing is you would just say whatever you say from your perspective. So you could talk about, you know, whatever. You could put the camera in your garden. You know what I mean? You could put the camera in your kitchen. You could put the camera in your bedroom. You know, I mean, and just talk, you know, for 10 minutes. Don't tax yourself. I mean, if you're the kind of person who is comfortable with sitting like a fool, you know, with their head transplanted on a different body in the middle of paradise, then by all means do that. But, you know, if you can just do a 10-minute shot, someone like you, Nolan, we've talked on the phone a number of times, like if you were to let us into your perspective and to talk a little bit to us, just anything, you know, I mean, and everything works, right? It just gives us the flavor, right? The flavor of your life. And that's the same with TechFreak. It's the same with Obedon. It's the same with Celtic Mac. It's the same with Dale Johnny. It's the same with everybody that's in the world. You know, you just, so, you know, by all means, even if you're not really interested, please write to us and we'll do it. We'll make it happen together. Say, because we don't want to wait in vain for your show. Baby, we don't want to wait in vain for your show. Yeah. From the very first time you're out on Laugh Out Loud, you just laugh out loud, ding, ding, ding. Anyway, spank me on the butt, call me Goldie Low, and here he is. Celtic Max says, is that a shark behind you? Yes. No! It's a media shark. I am so, you know, would you change sexes if you could? This is the question. We just want to find out. But I would like to be able to change sexes. I think everyone should have to change their sex. Yeah, so I would feel myself, I would get a, oh, you're right. Oh, change sex. Oh, wow. Don't do that on anyway. You could touch yourself, but what about the experiment? Now we're talking about experiments. So I'm sorry, get ready for everybody, right? We're all broadcasting. We're all from like diddly ding land, and they're giving this little input, you know. So trust me, people, make that change, make that call. But I want to talk about that. Would you have a sex change? I think what we should do is everybody should have to switch for a couple months at least, one point in their life. And then you can switch back, but you get a chance to see what's going on the. I think it'll make for a more harmonious world, more enlightened world, more. So maybe people always think that things like plastic surgery and sex changes are just a taboo. Maybe that's what we've been waiting for, is to have sex changes, all of us, each one of us, for a couple months there, You're built like a rocket, you know what I mean? I know you're built like a muscle man. You can be built like anything, but you are not your gender. Switch your genders. This is the one. There's the male gay and the female. Yes. It's true. Switch it up. You know what I mean? Like I would love to just break out. You know what I mean? Break out of my life and just stream it. I would just. I would be gay. I'd be more than gay. I'd be like giggling gay. I wouldn't be gay. I'd be the opposite sex all of a sudden. I would be a whole new me. You know what I mean? And that's what we're talking about when we say laugh out loud that gay Ron. Yeah, we talked about it. And we're reaching out to the people all around the world. So let the dogs back out. Let the dogs out. What's on your mind? We're talking about you. We want to know. Tech Freaks in the house. Obidan says, hey, a diddly ding. Yeah, we're laughing out loud. I love this thing. You know what I mean? I could do this forever and ever, ever and ever, ever and ever, forever and ever. Streaming forever, talking to you, making a move, doing my thing, make you wanna sing, do it forever. There's nothing to it. Strike a pose, strike a pose. What is that? Strike a pose. Wait, strike a pose. What's it? Dietrich, Marlowe, and Laugh Out Loud. They all knew what to do. You know? What do you do when you're Madonna and you tell your kid who's 12 years old, yeah, this is my sex book, where I was getting chased around a burnt-out mansion, basically filming myself. You know what I mean? The best show ever, says Obi-Don. Right, the Obi-Don Kenobi show. We are stream while you're sleeping, not stream while you're in the bathroom, for God's sake. Like if I sat down on the toilet, you know what I mean, and had a substantial bowel movement, I would talk about it. I have this great gag that I run when I go to the bathroom. I urinate. And this is a story. I don't want to get too greasy, but I'll talk about my urination. Anyway. When I go to the bathroom to urinate, I pretend it's an Olympic event, right? You can do the hands-free, you can do the, oh, look at that, he's got one drop on the side there, but if he does the freehand toilet removal while still peeing, he can knock that point off. It's going to be a perfect score for Scott, laugh out loud. So I give myself the whole, laugh out loud, and I was sitting outside my sister's place. I was sitting outside my sister's place earlier this morning. I was outside my sister's place. I put the camera up, people, and the world was going by just as nicely as you like, right? A couple people walked by. I put the camera on there, and I sang a little song. I'm on the front of my sister's place. Then I went in the front room. She was making eggs. You know what I mean? She was making she was making some kind of porridge with a lot of nuts in it. It was actually quite a healthy thing, but it was putrid as the day is long. I almost said, girlfriend, don't ever make me eat something like that again. She was sitting there, everyone's gold. Someone's gold is someone's garbage, isn't it? Isn't it the truth? Say it. Someone's gold is someone's garbage. And that's the truth, because I was there saying, hey, Tech Freak says, Ron, come on, my Canadian friends. Please, no toilet report. All right? Wrap it up. We won't do the toilet anymore. No more toilet reports. We'll just wrap it up right there.